on stack. I'm like real worried that I'm not doing enough.
Liz, you are not doing enough.
Here's my
I feel stupid. Do you?
I am gonna try.
Oh my god! I didn't know there was more.
I don't know, but some of them I've started, so.
Maybe you can hold them up like a stack. I think a stack is a better move.
Kelli, Joy.
All right, so
TBR. Oh shoot. Boom. It's gonna be.
should we have Kelli go first? I'm really excited.
Yeah. Mine's the
Okay.
shortest list. Okay. So, my to be read is Every Note Played and A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's my first time ever reading 2 books at once, and it is not by choice. It was forced upon me as of today, because they said, I bought you something, it's arriving at your door today, and you have to start reading right away. So that's why I have 2, but I'm gonna do it.
You already started reading, like right away.
I did, because I was told to by book club, and they're a little bit intense sometimes about stuff like that. And I'm already 5 chapters in, so that's my list.
Well, I'm so excited to do a review of A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Yeah.
So scared.
And Every Note Played is one of our book club books too.
Yeah, the one we're reading right now.
And we've been reading really fast though. I feel like we're gonna be done with that one quickly.
Whose pick was Every Note Played? Madeline's?
Madeline.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's my favorite.
Madeline's. Oh yeah. I was just gonna say it's Madeline's favorite author. She had us read another one by Lisa Genova, and it was also really sad, and I cried. It's one of my 2 cries that year. So prepare yourself.
Dylan said something about that today. He's like, all right, go ahead, use one of your cries. Didn't need to though, so.
Good.
I hope it wasn't about being forced to read 2 books.
It was not. That was not sad enough to waste a cry on. No, it's I am excited and scared all at the same time. You know, it's like embarking on an adventure that it's like going to college. You're like, oh, I wanted to do this, and then your parents are like, let's drop you off, and you're like, wait a minute. You know, you're like, okay, but I've never done this, so.
I felt that way when I got married, because I was like not in a bad way, but it was like you finally get to the altar and you're like, wait, what the fuck am I doing?
Like I wore the wrong shoes to run in today.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to think like that. I was more like a week later, I was like, what the fuck did I do?
Wait, you'll have to tell that.
Who are you?
Time.
You really do. It's like you tell it so well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. Okay, well, I'm also reading Every Note Played, which I think we will finish in March. It will probably take us 3 more reads, I think, 3 or 4. I've read it once before, but like 5, no, I don't even know. Like right when it came out, I read it, so I don't really remember much, but it's good. And then I'm also reading Animal Farm right now with Ross. So that's interesting because he will not read fiction books, or he does not like fiction books. So this is a compromise because it's fiction, but it has a bigger meaning, which I guess is important to him. That's lame. Okay. And then I'm reading Atomic Habits. Have you guys read this? Probably not.
What's it about?
The only one who really reads personal development, but this is a book club book for my work. We started a book club, and so yeah, I have.
Do you like it so far?
I do like it, but it's quite similar to The Slight Edge. If you've read that, it's all about like making daily little or like small improvements in yourself that will eventually be a positive change. So it's like really just understanding the concept of you don't make a ton of change overnight and you don't become the person you want to be overnight. it's everything you do leading up to that really makes the difference. But I will say that it has helped me stay on track with Duolingo, because right now Ross and I are trying to learn Spanish. And so even if I can only do like one lesson a day, I really try to, because I think that if I just stick with that long enough, eventually it will pan out. But who knows? Okay, next book I'm going to finish. Although I think this will be before March, so I think it's kind of cheating that I'm holding this up, but I just wanted to hold it up. A Court of Wings and Ruin. So this is the third book. And I started it this morning, and I'm on page 100. So I think I'll have it finished before March. But it's really good. I don't want to give away spoilers, but something crazy just happened at like 3:55, and I was like, I might have to push YouTube. But
Wait, what page are you on?
I'm on 100.
Do you know what chapter that is? Oh, I'm further than you, I think.
Yeah, I think it's only like chapter 5.
You'll have to text me later what happened.
I'm on chapter 10, and something just happened with Ianthe and Lucian and Kira.
My first thought is, how mean would it be if I was like, can you guys all wait for me to catch up?
No one would. We just pretend. At least I would be like, yeah, what are you talking about?
I would say sorry, but no. And I wouldn't even mean the sorry part. Okay, last one I'm going to read is A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the 4th book of the series. But Liz, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like short stories. You're not even paying attention.
And I'm trying to get the light up. And also I put myself on mute because my dogs are fighting and like huffing at me because they want to go outside. So I apologize. But yeah, the 4th, Frost and Starlight, is more of like a novella, and it's kind of like a title tiding you over between the 3rd and the 5th. So it's important information you should know about what's happening, but it's not like a big story.
Okay. I didn't know what novella was. That's a fun word of the day. And I would just like to point out how sad my aloe vera looks in this. I did not think that through.
Oh, I know. I always saw that, and I was like, oh.
It looks like.
Do you not water it?
I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll just cut it out of the. Okay, that's all I got.
So are you not going to read the 5th book, the 5th court book in March?
I want to, but it's on its way, so I couldn't hold it up. I don't have the book. I ordered it today, and it will get here tomorrow.
It's also very long, so, but you guys do you hear this? Like fighting?
We can see it too.
I'm gonna like put them out of the room. I apologize. One second. I am reading 1984 by George Orwell. So Madeline and Andrea read this one, and I read Animal Farm last week, so this is, I think once I finish this, we'll all have read both of his books, both of those 2 books of his. So
and
we
then
can talk about that.
1984 and Animal Farm recording.
Yeah.
To compare, contrast.
Agreed. This one is definitely so far very different than Animal Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the cover kind of cool though? It's like creepy. Yeah. There's that one. This has been on my list forever, and I just need to finish it. It's called Brave Companions by David McCullough, and he's a very good nonfiction. It's nonfiction. He's a very good author. He wrote 1776, which is like my favorite Revolutionary War book of all time. And it's just like a short collection of different stories he'd like collected and written about, but none of them were long enough to make their own book. So it's just like a collection of those. There's some stuff about Lewis and Clark, I think, and just like other random things. I copied Madeline, I signed it. So I read half of this in October 2019. I never finished it. So I think I'm gonna have to start over from the beginning.
You can't sign it unless you finish it.
I make my own rules. It's my library.
It's supposed to be.
Mute yourself. I'm talking.
Okay, next.
You're really gonna say that to the dictator? Like,
no, I'm scared. Like halfway through that like comment, I was like, oh my god, I'm terrified. The last one I have is Ninth House And so this is one I got for Christmas. I forget from who, or maybe I bought it for myself for Christmas. But it's like a fantasy book and there's just one. So I was like, I need like a fantasy book, but I don't want to commit to another series so quickly after the court book. So standalone. So far I read one chapter and it's about like a girl in a secret magical society while she's in college, I think. So it's kind of like that Netflix show. What's that? The Order? Is that what it's called? You guys watch that?
Is it the new one out?
I don't know. It has like 2 seasons.
Oh, I don't know then.
I've only read a chapter though, so who knows? The only thing that has me really nervous about this book is, see, it's got like this thing up here, and it's like some award, like Book of the Month Club. I think that's what it is. This is the same award that the last book we read in book club had, and I did not enjoy it. So I'm worried that this is like a shit book too, but we'll see.
What's
The other book wasn't a shit book.
Its purpose.
Yeah, it was.
We all learned something. We all learned.
I was uncomfortable consistently.
Maybe that's why they picked it as book of the month though, because it stirred up so many emotions. So you'll
I
have
want to keep those emotions. I'm good not having them. Like, I'm okay. Like, I want to keep the emotions buried inside and read about magic. So
you'll have to let us know if that one's good.
okay, I'll let you know. Those are my 3. We'll see if I finish them.
Dun dun dun. On to Anne. What are you gonna read?
Okay. I have a lot of books, so I don't know if I'm gonna read them all, but I'm gonna finish this Animal Farm.
Oh, yours is different.
Yeah.
We have the same one, Andrea.
I kind of like my cover better.
I do too.
I think mine's different than all of yours.
You
You
have,
have it too?
I think so.
have you read
Do you want
it?
to read it with us?
I
It's
read
quick.
it a while ago.
Read it next week. Go for the big
Fine.
3 books at once.
But don't stop.
Free.
Don't stop court though. You can't stop the court book.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna eat again. Like I'm just thinking about how many lunches and snack times I have to give up.
You can like eat and read at the same time.
Liquids only.
Or just forget completely.
How you guys are so skinny, you just don't eat because you gotta read.
Yeah. We're busy. I forget. Okay, so Animal Farm. And then this is our book club book. Every note played. And then I don't have the 3rd book, so I'll just hold up the first one. But I'm going to try to read the 3rd, 4th, and probably 5th book. I'm not going to lie.
I love this story about how you're reading the 3rd one right now because it didn't come in the mail in time.
Yes. So we'll get there. This is Harry Potter. I don't know if you can see that one. But we've already started with my other book club, so I'm going to try to finish that, and then I don't know, we'll start this one, and then we've been reading about 1 a month, maybe slightly more, but these ones are bigger than the first ones, so it might take longer. And then if I get real crazy, I have Moby Dick.
Is that just for funsies?
Yeah. Corey got it for me for Christmas. He liked the cover.
I've never.
Really pretty.
So that's my extra book if I get done with the court books.
That book looks really long.
It is really big print though. I did notice that.
Ooh, Liz loves big print.
Yes, thank God.
Can we see the pages of that?
Of Andrea's or mine?
No, yours.
Yours.
Large.
It's in the other room. Do you want me to get it? Okay, hold up.
So we'll see. I don't know if I'll get quite through all of Harry Potter. Moby Dick, but
Is it hard reading 2 kind of fantasy books at once? Like switching back between Harry Potter and the court?
I would say some of the adjectives get a little bit lost because like in court they winnow and in Harry Potter they call it something different. They call it apparate. So it's like some of that, but like Harry Potter, I feel like it's really different than the court books. Like they both have magic, but there's, I mean, I guess Harry Potter, there's people. the court books, they're not people per se.
Kelly, you already know this.
Kelli,
Oh.
read faster.
There are
We're not gonna
mortals in the court books, right?
They're what?
There are like mortals in the court books, right?
Yeah.
Like the Oh, okay. I thought you were saying I find out later that they're not actually real people. Like what?
No, there's real people, but yeah. They're just, I don't know. Harry Potter's like, they're all human looking people.
Oh, okay. I
The
get what you're
court books, they all, I don't know. Once you meet more people, you'll be like, oh.
Let's see it, Liz.
Okay, so this is Every Note Played. This is my version, and I always buy used hardbacks on Amazon. That's like my favorite. And I didn't realize that this is the large print version. And so there's my bookmark, but like the note, it's huge. I have twice as many pages as you guys. Madeline assigns like 40 pages, and I look at my chapter and I'm like, that's 80. And then I realize that they're really fast pages. I also feel really old.
You are.
So I'm like, this isn't so bad.
Oh boy.
We've got a lot of reading to do.
Yeah.
What one are you guys most excited to read?
What book? The court book, Liz. Come on.
It's like killing me right now to be on here and not reading.
Yeah, I'm really busy. This is really cutting into my I have to eat at some point too, and I'm like, I can't get something that I don't need a fork, so I can read.
Oh my god, you guys.
Our husbands don't even remember we exist anymore. They're just
Oh my god, what is up with these books?
just wait. The second book really gets you like hooked.
What the hell? I'm like looking into the future of what my life will become, and I'm a little bit scared by it.
So everyone wants to go and keep reading, it sounds like.
I know you guys are all like looking around like, are we done yet? I'm gonna go.
Let's get off the phone.